afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Argus Wolf back again, and this time I am back on the live universe, which means I'm in 2.3. And actually, let me turn down some of the background noise. So, options, audio, speech volume. Turn that down a bit. And
our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles.
yeah, okay, that'll work, I guess. All right, so like I said, I am back in 2.3, the public universe, the mini PU, because I want to do another ships of Star Citizen. It's that time again. I've gotten my REC stipend, so I have picked up another ship I can show you. This is one that I haven't ever seen in game a whole lot. And I'll get to my own personal theories on that later, but it's the Anvil Gladiator. The Anvil Gladiator is... there we go.
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
The Anvil Gladiator is a light bomber. And it is, I think, the only Anvil ship I know of outside of the Hornet series of ships, and I'm sure there's more. I just can't think of any off the top of my head. But anyways, and the reason it's the only ship that the only new ship I've got to show you today is because I only get 20,000 REC per month to play with, and this ship costs like 16,000 REC to rent, so you know, it's the only one I could get, and with the only other ship I haven't rented yet is the Saber, and that one costs like 17,000 REC. So it's basically, it was this or the Saber, and I'm sure most of you have seen the Saber if you've been watching any kind of Star Citizen stuff. So like I said, this is the Anvil Gladiator. Holy crap, that's a beast of a ship, isn't it? The Anvil Gladiator, like I said, is a light bomber. According to the description, she can actually be repurposed for other things as well, but her primary task is light bomber. She is a two-seater, and that you have a pilot seat and you have a, well, they termed it a tail gunner, although it looks like it's kind of a turret seat right there, and it's not really facing the tail. Let's check it out here. So we've got, whew, what are those are pretty nasty looking. What do you got? You got some lasers here. Okay, so you've got some wing-mounted lasers. You've got missiles, wing-mounted missiles, and then it looks like the turret, and that looks to be about it. Now I don't know if the turret is usable by the pilot, but it's possible. So let's see if I can find the way in here. Maybe, maybe not. It's definitely an interesting looking ship. Like I said, it's an Anvil ship, which means it's from the same company that made the Hornet series of ships. Come on, there's got to be an opening in here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, is that it? Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. There it is. So again, it's an Anvil ship. Wow, check that shit out. And it's a unique looking ship. And a very unique mechanic here. Oh. So that's, okay, that's the turret mount. Ah, okay. Well, we didn't want to get in the turret, but hey, at least we know how to do it. That's kind of cool. So the turret has a little area to hop in there. Okay. So let's see here. That was how to get in there. Is there another seat thingy here? The pilot? Maybe? Hopefully? Ack! Oh crap, I got somebody else trying to hop in. I may have to kill it for the sake of not letting somebody run off with my ship. And hello to my viewers that just showed up. Hang on a sec, I'm still trying to figure this ship out. I'm kind of hoping that somebody else didn't just figure it out and opted for the captain's seat. Yeah, he's trying to figure it out too. I really don't want somebody else to run off with my damn ship. This is kind of frustrating. If anybody who is watching happens to know how to... Sorry, dude, but you don't get to do that. I don't like it when people take my ship. In fact, let me go ahead and turn on chat because he may have been trying to talk to me, but I kind of doubt it. He happened to get in there, so there's got to be a way in. It's being a pain in the ass.
Welcome to the Port Alizar ship deck. Please press the
Alright, let's try this again.
Selection confirmed.
Same place.
Your ship is
A08.
currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Alright, so just getting back to a general description of the Gladiator. I mean, from what I saw, it's a pretty mean looking ship. I like the fact that it's got the turret. I really hope I can get into that thing because it's one of the few ships I haven't seen. Alright, so while I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck to get on board, I'll just kind of go over my theory as to why I don't see the Anvil Gladiator a whole lot. One, of course, is the fact that it's been around forever. When you boot up the client for Star Citizen, in the background you can see the Anvil Gladiator as one of the little scenes. So it's entirely possible that is please let this be the captain's chair. That the Gladiator, oh, okay, cool, found it. Alright, so anyways, it's been around for ages, so a lot of people may have tried it, flown it, it's kind of cool looking, and, you know, been like, okay, this is cool, so I'm done with it.
Aerospace, all systems online. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Cool beans. Now let's make sure nobody hopped in my turret. Nope, doesn't look like it. Good. Alright, so now you've got your nice little external view. Landing gear is being a little goofy. But another reason that that you might not see the Gladiator a whole lot is that it is a bomber. And bombers, currently in the game, the bomber role isn't that well developed. It's not really a big deal. And there aren't a whole lot of targets for a bomber. I mean, you think about it. Bombers are used for slow-moving targets, and hardened emplacements that standard fighters or the fighters, standard missiles, guns, things like that might be used to attack. So a bomber's role hasn't really been developed yet. So it could be a lot of people played around with it, figured out that hey, there's not really much to do with it, and left it alone. But again, it's one that I haven't seen a whole lot of. It actually looks pretty cool if you ask me. It definitely has that Aegis aesthetic going for it. It's got the center cap right in the middle. The cockpit area is the same kind of stubby looking cockpit, but then it's compared to other Anvil ships that I've seen, the Hornet series in particular. Like I said, those are the primary Anvil ships in the game. This is a very unique ship design. With the really stubby wings, and I mean I think it's a cool looking design. I kind of wish there were more like it. But the Hornets are more streamlined. They look more like standard starships. Obviously, there's some issues here. The landing gear don't want to come up like they should, apparently. But again, this is 2.3. There's supposed to be a lot of other fixes that take place elsewhere in the game. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the cockpit view here. Cockpit view is pretty much standard for an Anvil ship. You've got your your speed display up front. Looks like our max speed at SCM is 175 meters per second, which is not very fast. It's actually fairly slow, but for a bomber that makes kind of a good amount of sense. Oops. There we go. Let's see here.
Scanning.
For cruise mode, we have a max of 510 meters per second. So this is definitely on the slower side of things. I imagine as far as maneuverability is concerned, it's also it's not all that maneuverable. Okay, so weapons. You've got, we'll just start in the top left corner of the display here. Shields, you've got 4 shield facings, which is obviously more than your Hornet does, which makes sense. Again, it's a bomber. It's supposed to be able to get in there, drop his bombs, and get out, which means it's going to need more shields. For weapons, you have 2 M4A laser cannons, which are the ones I showed you under the wing. 2 CF007 Bulldog repeaters. Those are probably the ones that are mounted in the turret. Then you got a whole bunch of missile racks. Let's see here. Oh, back. I cannot remember. That's not what I wanted. Anyways, a whole bunch of missile racks. You got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different missile racks, including belly bay pylon mounts. So let's. Oh goodness. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. So we're gonna go ahead and turn those on because I want to see. I want to see if that makes any difference in the outward appearance. And hello, Berserk Nurple. Welcome to the show. If you didn't know already or couldn't tell, I'm flying around in an Anvil Aerospace Gladiator. It's like one of the last ships I haven't looked at. So I just enabled the belly bay pylon mounts. Oh, holy crap! And that's what you get when you open the belly bay pylon mounts on an Anvil Gladiator is 4 big fucking bombs. Holy cow. Okay, so this is definitely a bomber. Nice. I like it. Now, as far as bombers are concerned, this is the only bomber. I only know of 2 bombers that are playable in game right now. and I say that I only know of because there may be more. But that's this and the Retaliator. The Retaliator is a much bigger ship. It's a multi-crew with a max crew of like 6 or 8, something like that, with a whole bunch of bomb bays, and I will show them to you if I ever get the chance again. But there really aren't a whole lot of bombers in game right now, and like I said, there's not a whole lot of need for bombers in game right now because most people are flying smaller ships. Flying around in smaller ships. So bombs aren't going to do a whole lot of good, and it's not like I can go and bombard Korea or Kovalex or anything like that. I can't do that. So there we go. So we'll go ahead and come back from cruise to. Ooh, here's my rear camera. Or maybe we'll get out of cruise. Ugh. I'm sorry, I've been messing with this stuff a lot lately with voice attack, and I didn't turn my voice attack on because I completely forgot. So I will be right back. I'm going to turn my voice attack on, and then hopefully I can actually manage this ship the way I'd like to. So I will be right back. Okay, so now I'm back, and let's see if this works. SCM. SCM. Aww. One more second. Okay, cool. Turrets. Alright, so it's being silly. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I know what I did. Alright, so now that I've already kind of described a little bit of what this ship is like, let's go ahead and find someone to shoot at. So let's see if there are any places I can go that have pirates. Why is there's never any bad guys to look for? Alright, well then, we'll go to Korea and see if there's anybody there to deal with. Quantum Drive. Oh, for crying out loud. I guess I'll have to do this the hard way. So we'll go to Korea and see if there's anyone just randomly floating around that I can shoot at. Oh, right, that's on the other side of the planet.
Quantum travel initiated.
This is what happens when you go back and forth between the PTU and PU. PTU, you're trying to do everything they want you to do, test-wise, and then you come back to the PU and you completely forgot how in the hell you did everything. So, it's like, okay.
Quantum travel initiated.
So, let's see here.
Quantum travel complete.
Bogey, scanning.
Hey.
Scanning.
Next target. Nope, it's not working, so we'll have to do it this way.
Lock.
Not too bad, not too bad. Yikes. That was interesting. I think I'm launching my torpedoes. That or they're badass missiles. Oh, no, that would be it. I think that's a torpedo. Holy shit, what was that? Oh, they ran away! Those bastards. Damn. Well, that's no fun. Everybody running away from me. Now check it out. You see those red blips on my radar screen? Those are my freaking torpedoes. Those are still going. Holy shit. Those are some...
Check fire.
Wow.
Bogey, scanning.
Alright. And seeing is how I'm just being a dick here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Lock.
Good God, that just shakes the whole ship.
Check fire.
No, I'm not gonna check fire. That kind of hurt a little. Where'd he go? There he is.
Lock. Port hit. Forward hit. Shields charging. Check fire.
I don't want to check fire. Come on, give me a torpedo lock. Ooh, I think this might be one because
Lock.
torpedoes always take so damn long.
Shields charging. Active. Shields charging.
I believe that was my torpedo. Holy crap.
Shields charging.
Wow, okay. So, this is a badass ship. Holy crap. You've got the M4A lasers on the wings, which are not bad. And then you got the CF007 Bulldogs up the top,
Bogey, scanning.
which you can actually fire, you can actually control from where you're at, which is awesome.
Lock.
We're just gonna,
Check fire. Shields full. Lock. Starter. Hit. Shields charging. Propulsion. Active. Bogey. Shields charging. Shields charging.
wow, this guy
Shields
doesn't like me.
charging.
Can't say I blame
Warning.
him.
Aft shields 25%. Aft hit. Shields charging.
God, that thing's still flying around.
Shields charging.
Never give it around it.
Bogey. Starboard. Hit. Shields charging. Shields charging. Shields charging. Aft hit. Starboard. Hit. Forward hit. Port. Hit. Lock. Propulsion low. Propulsion is offline. Shields charging. Alert.
Oh. Okay, so that's a pretty badass ship. I like that ship, and it was, I mean, yes, I was killing people left and right, so that's why I like it. But obviously it was meant to be a heavy hitter. I like that you can control your turret from your gunner seat, or from your pilot seat. That's a really nice feature, because, you know, when you get into some of the multi-crew ships that don't, or that have turrets, a lot of them don't allow you to control your turret from the pilot seat. So like the Vanguard Warden, you can't. Things like that. So there are guns that, or there are ships that effectively cut your armament by a fraction because you can't, you can't control that turret. I like the fact that it's got some really heavy armaments and it's got some really good armor and shields. I mean, that ship that ship took a pretty good beating, and it dished. I mean, I think I shot down 3 people. I think it was 3. I mean, I don't think it was 4, but like 3 people with my missiles. The torpedoes just kept going and going and going, which means they're really good for standoff weapons. So this would be a really good standoff ship against a slow-moving target. Those torpedoes obviously are slow-moving, so they're not really going to show off. They're not going to do too well against a faster-moving ship. Let's get out of there so you're not staring at a green door. It's a really, really good-looking ship. I think it's a good-looking ship. I think it's probably one of the better-looking ships in the game. Just honestly because it's unique.
Please press the screen to continue.
You know, even the other Anvil ships don't
Selection
look
confirmed. Your ship is
the
currently
same
being
way.
delivered
Or
to the
don't look
launch
the same. They don't
platform.
have the same design.
Traffic. We ask that
So,
all arriving
in
pilots-
my mind, it is one of the better-looking ships in the game. Let's get out here and take it over. Obviously, being a light bomber, it's a slower ship, topping out at 175 meters per second in ECM and under 600 meters per second in cruise. But I mean, look at it. It is actually it's a badass looking ship. I like it. I like this design, and I really wish that they would do more. You know, have ships that look similar, and maybe they will in the future. But at the same time, there are a lot of other things that need to be taken care of first. A lot of other ships need to be dealt with. So I may just play around with this ship more in the future. So, you know, just because it's not something you see very often. You don't see gladiators out in the universe all that often. And I think it's a tough little ship. It's a neat ship. And, you know, again, it's a light bomber, so it's probably not going to get a whole lot of play until there's more large ships in game and more hardened emplacements that it can be used against. But I mean, for what it is, if you use it properly, it's still a really nice ship. I like it. Of course, I probably say that for all the ships. And I think it's a really nice, really cool little ship. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Anvil Gladiator. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. I know this was a short stream, but again, I only had enough REC to rent one ship of the 2 ships that 3 ships that I haven't shown you yet. This leaves me. Let's see. The only 2 that are left that I haven't done are the M50 Interceptor and the Aegis Saber, which I will try to get to in the next little while. Also, because of life issues, I don't know. Well, if I don't do another stream before Sunday, it'll be at least another month before I do a stream. I will keep trying to do more, both in the live universe and in the PTU when I'm able to get into it. As always, if you have any questions for me, any comments, if I missed any kind of information or I misrepresented something, please let me know, so that I can correct things. But you know, as always, I hope you enjoyed what you saw here, and I look forward to showing you more. So I will see you in the verse.